In this video, I'm going to share the very best motion design and animation projects of this year, so far. We're halfway through 2020, and as chaotic as everything has been, there have been so many amazing projects that I wanted to share. Now, I only have 2 eyes, so I haven't been able to see every project that was released this year, so forgive me if I did not include yours, and please leave a comment with what gems I've missed. To get started, Meat Department put out this music video for the artist Igor, and I love just how absurd and hilarious each shot is. It makes me so happy to see such ridiculous concepts executed so well. Boxfort put out this gorgeous short called The Lock, which has amazing lighting and atmosphere, and I love the design of the monster here. Now, it's almost cheating to include Ordinary Folk, but they continue to put out phenomenally designed and animated work, and they also released a project file for this wave rig that they built while developing this project, and I'll put a link to that down in the description.
No distance was too far, no news was too late, no friendship missed a moment, no family lost touch.
One of the freelance animators who worked on that Ordinary Folk project, Matthias Leiten, also created this amazing music video for Taiko, and almost all of it by himself. It is a masterclass in motion design resourcefulness. Where there are limited resources and over 4 minutes to animate, the strength of the design and animation choices here give it so much production value, and the result is incredible. Buck put out this absolutely jaw-dropping animation for the Microsoft Office app. Now, I love a good spreadsheet, but even I know that that's pretty much the driest content imaginable, but they went nuts with it. They made it so engaging and colorful, and I'm blown away. I love this scene here. Look at how they show a single button tap. So beautiful. Mixcode created this beautiful chaotic piece that started as a pitch for a design event in Taipei. The pitch was rejected, but they finished it anyway, and it's incredible, so I'm very glad they did. CRCR, a French collective, made this concept trailer for Incredible Ant, an animated series from Alibaba Pictures, and in 30 seconds, they pack in so much awesome character animation, camera moves and transitions. It is absolutely amazing. Rodrigo Miguel, aka New Mechanic, is responsible for this absolutely insane Rick and Morty ident, which not only has masterful traditional animation, but so much texture in the brushstrokes and so seamlessly composited. And on his Vimeo account, there's also a process video of how he painted some of the shots. It's well worth a look as well. Hannah Jacobs directed the official music video for Dinosaurs in Love, and besides being absolutely adorable, this animation was done in just 24 hours. Which is a phenomenal feat no matter how many artists you have involved. Putting together a 60-second animation in a couple of months is incredible, so I had to share that for this reason alone.
They say thank you.
This spotlight on Cristiano Ronaldo by Mehdi Albeji as part of his Lucky Numbers series, spotlighting some legendary footballers, is probably the most incredible piece of animation I've seen this year. First of all, the technical traditional animation is so incredibly smooth. The character design is unique and there are flawless transitions throughout it. But my favorite part is that the animation choices are so creative. The body breaks apart and transforms so many times during the 60 seconds. And there's a run cycle in the middle where the torso just starts rotating around itself while the limbs keep moving. It's just beautiful. I am in awe of this. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. If you're wanting to take your motion design skills to the next level, Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics like animation, illustration, design, freelancing, and more. And these are taught by some of the best in the industry. Classes include a combination of video lessons and class projects, which I think is the best formula for learning animation and motion design. Some of the amazing classes that I'm inspired by are the Basics of Hand-Drawn Animation by Johannes Fast, who is a phenomenal frame-by-frame animator working at Giant Ant. Storyboarding for Animation, How to Illustrate and Design for Successful Motion Design by the incredible Sarah Beth Morgan. And Art of Animation, How to Create Lifelike Movements by Emmanuel Colombo. All absolutely incredible teachers that produce some of the industry's best work. And Skillshare is ridiculously affordable. It's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. So it's an absolute no-brainer just for you. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 2-month free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Alter Ego created this personal project about Trump and the American federal government's response to the pandemic, and they managed to merge 2D and 3D elements really effectively using extremely high contrast and lots of textures, and it looks so sharp. So often trying to mix all of those can fall really flat because it's so ambitious, but they've nailed it here. I'm particularly nitpicky when it comes to 3D assets made to look like 2D, but this is one of the best I've seen.
Carrying a 500,000 tests, the Maryland National Guard waits on the ground to safely transport the shipment to an undisclosed location.
Ido produced this amazing piece about the life of Rosa Parks, commissioned by TED Ed. The design, animation, effects, all great. The story is an important one to be telling and retelling now, and there are a ton of beautiful and subtle transitions that bring it all together. And on the website, they have some awesome breakdowns of their process as well.
Repeatedly challenged racial violence and the prejudice systems protecting its perpetrators. But this work came at an enormous risk and a personal price.
The Furrow put together this collaborative project with over 30 amazing artists, spreading information about COVID-19 alongside these beautiful abstract visuals that I cannot deny are just stunning. This is Kinshasa 2100, and now as far as I can tell, this is an ident for the Annecy Film Festival by a collection of Gobelin students. And this came out really recently, and a lot of the information about this is in French, so please correct me if I'm misattributing here. The design and animation here are just absolutely insane. To me, this feels like what the future of animation should look like. There's so many unique styles on display here, and I absolutely love the surreal energy. Strange Beast TV created this spot for Travel Portland. The design and perspective in this are so fun, and by now you'll know that I love absurdist takes on animation, so this was one of my favorites. As this year started, Australia was facing an intense and horrific bushfire season. Tomorrow's on Fire by Darcy Prendergast from Oh Yeah Wow was an amazing animated response to that. It's a really poignant and biting criticism of the lack of response from our leaders at the time, and it certainly captured the mood that I and a lot of others were feeling.
Grief-stricken people scream at deaf politicians. On our future you wager without heed nor concern. Just misinformation will our backyards burn.
Now, not all the best motion design and animation is for meaty commercials and short films, so I wanted to share some excellent pieces of really short form animation, small personal projects from individual artists' Instagrams. Eric Lefort released another of his amazingly fluid and abstract cell animation loops that makes my head hurt even thinking about how to start animating something like this. This is just crazy to me. Marina Veromienko animated this absolutely insane ostrich. I just love how its neck enters the frame and then worms its way into this position. It's such a creative character design. Eric Raetti shared this awesome shot that I love. It's part of a project with Nice Shit Studio, and I just love the hand animation and timing as the hand shaped this clay. I was really impressed with this. Odelia Morizate posted this awesome type experiment with the letter R, and this is probably my favorite 2-second loop of the whole year. This wavy transformation is just so fun. I love it. Eric Diaz posted this wonderful guillotine animation, and I just love the dark shadows on the side of the ground. This looks amazing. Florian Perron has these awesome character loops, and this one is my favorite. The clothing animation is really exceptional here. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to animate clothes and folds like that. This is top tier stuff. Michael Wilkinson, aka Design Blimp, posted this incredible frog animation. The design of the fly is so hilarious and the movement's so good. I love the delayed reaction to the eyes, where one eye animates before the other one. It's just great. And Run with the Golden Wolf posted this behind the scenes, I guess rough tie down animation of this shot that they never used. So when this is the unused animation that, what they say, ended up on the cutting room floor, you know what made it is gotta be spectacular, because this just looks so good. I think I can only hope that one day my rejects look as good as this. Now, I think my most effective short loop so far is from Jonas Moserson, and this loop, it might be only 10 or 12 frames, but the way he slices the onion and it just folds into the already sliced section, the tears run down. It's an awesome economic use of frames, where 12 frames can easily make me watch for 20 or 30 seconds, looking at each individual detail. Again, this is a collection of works that stood out to me as particularly impressive in one way or another, but please share in the comments what other awesome pieces of motion design or animation you've loved from 2020. And you can probably tell I've got maybe a bias towards more 2D illustrative animation. So if you've got some awesome 3D, maybe sort of tech-based animations, I would love to see those and hopefully broaden my tastes for the next showcase. To discover the best ways to learn motion design, I've created a short playlist of videos that I think you'll enjoy if you've made it this far. Please like the video and consider subscribing if you'd like more of these videos every week. I'll see you in the next video.